Okay, let's talk about the essential nerves that innervate our hand and what would happen with dysfunction or loss of that innervation. So you have a picture in your lecture. This is a real life hand model of the nerves and what they innervate. So you have your ulnar nerve here on the outside of your hand, the medial nerve in the center, the radial nerve on the outside. I've added the carpal tunnel where that would be. On the back side or the dorsal part, you have your ulnar nerve here on the outside. Medial is on the back side of those three fingers, and then your radial nerve innervation here. So when we look at loss of sensation, if we were to have a loss to the ulnar nerve innervation, you would have a deformity that we call a claw hand deformity. So think about just where that ulnar nerve is represented. So you would have this kind of claw hand, same on the back side. We call that a claw hand deformity. For the medial nerve, if this has a loss of sensation, you would get that ape hand looking. So it's the inside of your thumb, this part of your hand, and then on the dorsal aspect here. So it kind of looks like that ape hand. For the radial nerve, if you have loss of sensation here in your radial nerve, and on the back side, it really innervates most of that back side, so you would have what we call a wrist drop. For your carpal tunnel is here, and sometimes we get like any kind of repetitive stress is typically what we see with a carpal tunnel dysfunction. It causes inflammation and pain. It can also be impacted by a couple of other things, but this is where we get most of that pain. So most of the time we see it when we're typing with that repetitive stress and pressure on that tunnel. There's an inflammation and it blocks those ligaments and connective tissue that innervate your hand, and that's where you get a lot of pain in that carpal tunnel.